All right, today we're going to talk about something called the rhythmic flush. And trust me, it might just completely change how you start your day. Ever feel like your brain just needs a hard reboot in the morning? You know that feeling, right? The alarm's blaring, you're technically up, but your brain feels like it's wading through mud. Yeah, we call it brain fog, grogginess, whatever you want to call it. It's that frustrating haze that makes everything feel like a huge effort. And it's not just in your head. You feel that physical stiffness too. But what if I told you you could clear all that away in just a couple of minutes? Okay, so the answer might be in this super simple 2-minute wave-like movement. And no, this isn't some new fitness trend. It's actually a technique with some really deep roots, kind of like an ancient secret for morning clarity. So get this. This whole thing is inspired by a movement that elders in Japan use. You know, a culture famous for its focus on longevity and just staying sharp. They figured out a long time ago that there's a powerful link between gentle, rhythmic movement and keeping your mind clear even as you get older. It's called the cat-cow undulation, and it is so simple. Seriously, you just get on your hands and knees, you breathe in and arch your back, look up, and then you breathe out and round your spine, tucking your chin. It's this gentle, wave-like rhythm. That's literally it. But how on earth does something so simple do so much? So, how does it work? Well, the real magic here isn't about your muscles. Nope, it's happening deep inside your brain. This simple little movement actually kickstarts a super important process, your brain's own built-in waste disposal system. Yeah, it all comes down to this stuff called cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF for short. And the best way to think about it, it's literally your brain's natural dishwasher. See, while you're sleeping, your brain cells are busy working, and they produce all this metabolic gunk. It's the CSF's job to circulate and flush all that stuff out. And this is the crucial part, right? It's all about the flow. When that CSF is stagnant, not moving much, all that waste just sits there. And that is what leads directly to that feeling of brain fog and mental slowness. But when your CSF is flowing freely, it's like a clean sweep. It clears out all the junk and bam, you get mental clarity and alertness. Now this all sounds pretty good, right? But this is where it gets really, really cool. Researchers have actually measured the impact of this exact rhythmic movement, and the result? Well, let's just call it the 38% clarity boost. 38%. Just let that number sink in for a second. We are not talking about a tiny little improvement here. This is a massive, measurable spike in the circulation of that crucial brain-clearing fluid. It's a game changer. And take a look at this. This chart shows you exactly what's happening. On the left, that's your baseline CSF flow, right when you wake up, a little sluggish. And on the right, whoa, that's the impact after just 2 minutes of this gentle movement. A massive 38% spike. You're literally jump-starting your brain's cleaning cycle. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, first, you're actively flushing out those toxins that make you feel so groggy. Second, the movement itself helps with that morning stiffness in your back. And the result of all that? A really powerful and pretty much immediate boost in mental clarity to get your day started right. So the takeaway here is just beautifully simple. You don't need some complicated routine. You don't need an expensive coffee or supplement. We're talking 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes of this intentional, wave-like movement can powerfully reset your brain and get you ready for the day. So think about it. The next time you're reaching for that first cup of coffee to cut through the morning fog, just pause for a second and ask yourself, what if the real key to mental clarity isn't in a cup at all, but in this simple movement you can do right when you get out of bed?